Ladies and gentlemen, myself and Randomus II bid you welcome to the Hardcore Random Challenge. Alright, with that said, let's get the resuming on the way. Skip my ad on my other screen and refresh the stream to make sure everything is working hunky-dory. Excellent. Alright, where was I with my build? Cleave, leap. So it was suggested to possibly take builds that have a spender and a generator. I've already got the special rule will always have a generator. But having a rule where I always have some kind of spender might not be a bad thing for the Barbarian. We'll see how things progress at this point before I agree to do that. So we're on the crater. We are on our way to confront the Lord of Sin.
Still recharging.
Although technically I have a spender in the form of Sprint, more talking about spenders that are like damage dealers or something like that. Although there are viable builds without spenders, if you're using something like Berserker Rage, although I think any build that uses Berserker Rage still has something to spend it with at least once, since the initial hit will benefit from it. There's going to be a lot of hack and slash here, I can tell you that right now.
I have need of your ample services. Drag yourself out of whatever carnal corner of the burning hells you lounge in, and bring your daughters with you. Be wary. The enemy has proven to be both cunning and strong. But the mortals have always
Need
been
more
so
time.
vain for you, have they not?
At least I've got this, what is it, the belt that's doing that? No, it's not the belt. What's doing it? Oh yeah, the shoulders. That's throwing out, fan of knives every now and then.
I will not be denied.
Let's finish this off a little more quickly by using my Call of the Ancients.
Your misbegotten kind's creation's greatest sin, but your time is done. You will find only death in my realm.
I missed. Yes, time to go through the whole Tower of the Damned. Just when you think you're getting close to the end, they throw more maps at you. Oh dear. Alright, earthquake time.
Not ready yet.
And I better pop my, ignore pain as well, since I was taking a bit of damage.
need more time.
Oh, you've met my daughters, I see. Are you enjoying that?
Thankfully, I do have at least something defensive. And I've got a couple major cooldowns, obviously, so there's that. Sorry, just adjusting the microphone because I know it is a little soft compared to my old equipment. I should probably invest in an actual microphone. I think now that I've got a decent enough paycheck, I might be able to afford it now. New job, working out wonderfully.
Back to hell, dog.
I'm already contemplating what I'm going to do at the end of the year. If I get a good tax return, maybe I can build a decent system to record at 60 frames per second for YouTube. That would be nice. No promises on that one, though. I need a couple new hard drives with some decent space for that, I think. And my video card, while not a slouch when I bought it, was actually one of the better ones when I bought it. Maybe second from the top at the time. It's a couple generations old now at this point. I built this system, I believe. Has it been 2 years now I built this system? I haven't formatted it once yet. That's something I should probably do at some point. I don't know, we're near year's end, so I might just make a system before I format this one. The thing I gotta make sure is gotta make sure I have everything from this system copied and ready and backed up. That's when I came in, isn't it? That
These
is.
poor things live in eternal torment.
I just won the big circle. It's fantastic. Like, for example, I did, since I bought Vegas for Sony Vegas for video editing, I need to make sure, because I bought it digitally. I don't have a physical copy around here, so I have to make sure I find my digital copy somewhere on my hard drive. Make sure I can copy it over. Although, maybe getting something more pro would be nice. I have to think about that, although professional digital editing software, or video editing software, is kind of expensive. I gotta consider that one. No offense to everybody on YouTube, I love you guys, but I need to be able to justify costs for quality. I prefer to give quality. I would rather give quality videos. I'm sure most of you already know that.
Yeah,
Oh well, I'm just yammering on at this point.
ordinary.
Figure something to talk about. We're just beginning. Just beginning. Getting close to a level. 30% away. And we're walking, and we're walking. And we're walking, we're talking. Can we get to the demon killing? Demon killing! Alright, earthquake down, ignore pain on.
Not ready yet.
Okay, whoa, get out of that. Anything good? Not really. I am loving my new samurai sword. Alright, what skills did I get? Weapons Master, Brawler, and Animosity. Okay, so I'm stronger when more enemies are around me. I'm using a sword, so I've got more damage.
Still recharging.
Yeah, what's Animosity? Oh, Fury Generation. Of course, yes, all sorts of Fury Generation. And nothing to spend it on. Alright, quick time. Ignore pain while I'm in the middle of everything. Oh dear. Get out of that.
I wish I could do that.
Potion time. There we go. Oh hey, Uglet set. That's pretty nice. Better see if I can wear that. That's some good, nice damage reduction. I'm not sure if it's still useful at this point. I don't know what level the set is. Since I'm 46, I might be over the level. It's still a nice set. Whoa, what was that? Asmodee's demons have decided to learn to teleport. That or the blizzard lag monsters on me again.
All the pain and suffering you're enduring. You must be dying to leave.
And that Fan of Nine's Pock is really nice. These shoulders are really working out for me. Oh dear. What was the takes a lick? And I think that was getting licked like 5 times in a row. Yep. At once. I guess these guys do have a teleport. I don't remember that. Oh, Phase Beast, duh. How could I not remember that? Maybe it's just been a while since I've really worried about being in here. Man, my memory sucks. Let's just face it. That's why I double, triple check everything. Double and triple check. And then I try and edit it out of the YouTube videos because then I realize, you know what, that's boring. Let's take that out so people don't have to watch me doing that.
On their agony, their eternal anguish.
I think I did hit a little bit of lag earlier, though, when they teleported, which is what made it feel weird. Hey, there's 47. Alright, so 47. Okay, so... helps if I bring up the game guide. I'm pretty sure there's nothing new. I just like to, again, one of those things where I like to double check. Go down to 47. I'm pretty sure it's not until 50. Yeah, not until 50 we get something really new. So, all runes. So we get to randomize the build. Overpower. Okay, so we can keep in cleave. Alright, Ancient Spear, overpower, cleave. So put cleave here. Alright, Ancient Spear, that's a secondary now, yep.
How deep does this foul tower
This
go?
one's overpower. Threatening Shout, revenge, and weapon throw. Well, interesting. I've got 2 generators. 1 spender, but that 1 spender is Ancient Spear, so I could actually go with a range build with this, with weapon throw and Ancient Spear. Don't have to use cleave. I think that'll depend, really, because weapon throw, depending upon what rune I get, might be a bit slow to kill a bunch of enemies nearby, so we'll see what I get, see how that feels. We'll also take a look at what passives I get to determine that. Ruthless, Tough as Nails, and Brawler, so yeah. Alright, Ruthless for more damage to hurting enemies. Tough as nails, so I've got a little bit of defense now. And then Brawler. That means the enemies have to be close to me to get a damage boost. So I might end up using Cleave anyway. Let us find out what kind of runes we get, shall we? We have 3 possibilities on Ancient Spear. Harpoon! Add a chain, drag them in, so that works well with Cleave. Overpower, 4 runes. 1, 2, 3. Crushing Advance, redirect damage back to the attacker. Okay. Number 4. Scattering Blast. On critical hits, knock the enemy back. You know, that's kind of neat, because I could knock them back, then pull them back in. Alright. Threatening Shout. 4 of these. Falter. Affected enemies also have their attack speed reduced. Okay, so they have their damage reduced and their attack speed. That's a pretty good defensive one. Revenge. 4 of those. 2. So Best Served Cold increases critical hit chance after using Revenge, so I want to make sure I keep that up. Weapon Throw. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 runes for pretty much everything at this point, it looks like. Mighty Throw. Increase the damage to 400% weapon damage as lightning. So it hits hard. So that might be something to use as an alternative every now and then, but I think I'm going to stick to Cleave. We are looking at 200% weapon damage compared to 400. So Weapon Throw does double the damage, but it hits 1 enemy, whereas Cleave hits multiple enemies. So against a single enemy, I can switch to Throw. Can definitely do that. Harpoon, Falter. Alright, how do I want to do this? So we'll probably put Cleave here, Throw there. I want Revenge as something spammable for healing, should I need it. Crushing Advance, Threatening Shout. Yeah, and I can keep that as 1. That should work.
I need to go back.
I think that'll be good. Alright, looks like we're keeping the Templar. He is getting 1, 2, 1, 1.
I would have chosen the same.
Alright, so he's got his heal. He can slow enemies, he can charge a target and do damage to them and stun them. So he's a little bit more crowd control at this point. But he does give me Inspire for more generation. Let's go turn in Aglad's set. And it is right around my level, it looks like, so might be able to make it. Alright, let's see what amulet I got. Summon shadow clones to your aid when you stun an enemy. Ooh. That could be interesting. I don't think I have anything that really stuns right now, do I? Barbarians do have some stun attacks, so that could work, but it doesn't look like I do right now. That's a shame. So this is going to be kind of useless for me, but it is a 9% damage boost with an empty socket, so I could easily put something in it. 9% toughness loss. I don't think that's a bad thing. Physical skills deal 10% more damage, so my harpoon will hit harder, my cleave will hit harder. Yeah, this'll... overall, this will be good. What is my best ruby? I am probably looking at it in this one right there. It's not my best. My best is already socketed. Ruby, ruby, ruby. There we go. So, I guess I'll put that in there. Got some of my toughness back. This does not have any strength on it, so I will not be giving it to Cormac. Alright, let's look at the gear.
To that barbarian, you can
Don't need that. Don't need that. It's a 46. What are you using? A 37? It's only got vital on it. Sorry, Cormac, not today. Okay, 143 main hand, 159. This is a mighty weapon. 53% damage reduction. Let's compare it with a shield, shall we? The one I have is better, so that's fine. Let's just compare real quick. It is 82, 93, yeah, so it's still a lot better. That's a mighty weapon, so I can't give it to Cormac. Nope. Nope. Alright, well, let's go ahead and look at some crafting, shall we? Let's put these things in my stash real fast. Okay. Weapons, weapons, weapons. Sitting on a 221 sword. I believe that is the one I just made. I made last time. 221 is the highest. What are the one-handers? We have 46, 66. 66 is the highest so far. Oh, 81 sword. 88 axe. It's level 46. 81 and 88. I'm not going to worry about it now. What about armor? I'll keep the legendary one for now. That's pretty good. Alright, can I meet Ogled's ultimatum? It's been a while since we've done a true or false. One is yes, two is no. Ooh, I can make one. Ooh, a little bit more damage. Now, the one I have right now has fire skill damage on it. I don't have anything fire, so that's fine. Not losing anything. And there's a possibility we'll get the second one with the Dominion. Can I make it? Oh, yes. Oh, it has a loss of like 5% damage without the socket. With the socket, it's probably going to be like a 4% loss, really, when I put another gem into it. But it's a 9% toughness increase. In a 2-piece set, reduces damage from melee attacks by 2%. So yeah, it's going to be more defensive, which is fine. I might take the armor off of it. Maybe the life, actually. 4%. I mean, at this level, armor might be a bit more important. That's a tough choice. Because the health pools get higher near the end, but right now, I think... What is 4% life anyway of 29,000? Well, 29311. 4%. So 1,100 health. Let's divide that by the 22 of... I lost audio there for a moment. That was weird. Probably was my headset. That's not good. It's not the first time I've noticed that. In a video I was editing earlier, that I noticed there was a bit of sound loss. I might have to reconsider this headset. Or just plug it in through USB. I guess that'll work. As long as I don't get noise from the power, which is why I got a wireless headset to begin with. Oh well. Okay, anything else? New shield, I could make that. Can I make a new shield? No. Alright, can I make Ogled's shoulders? Yes. Alright, good thing I asked for the shield first, because it failed one. If I would have asked for Ogled's first, you know, could have lost it. So, great. It's only a minor increase in toughness. Really, not much here. I am going to lose the Fan of Knives, but I'm going to gain reduced damage from range attacks as well. This is be a bit more defensive. This being hardcore, I want to kind of lean towards defensive. I kind of like that idea. Alright, Templar, I have a 41 relic. What are you wearing, a 37? Can I make one for him? RNG is being generous today. Oh, please, no, that's terrible. Can I make another one? Strength, vital, and life. Okay, that's much better.
Thank you.
Okay, now the downside of upgrading those rubies is now I don't really have enough for the chest piece. So I'm just going to have to put in this flawless ruby in here for now. So we're sitting at 114,000 toughness, 8,000 damage. Not too bad. Alright, I think we are done with all that wonderful random stuff. Alright. Let us go! New build.
The chains tear at their flesh. Hear their screams. Such sweet music. You are so eager. I suppose I should introduce
Crushing advance going.
I am Sedare, Maiden of Love, Consort of Asmodan.
Crushing advance, revenge.
More fury.
I do miss having my major cooldowns.
Play with my daughters. I do not wish to tire you out.
Not enough fury.
I can feel the blood hemorrhaging from the Sin Heart. Oh, you will pay for this.
Well, it is kind of what you get for leaving the Sin Heart alone with me. I mean, you really have no one to blame but yourself. I mean, seriously. Lady. Get out of that. Oh dear. Towards the exploding one. Crushing advance. Shout.
We have done it.
And that does what exactly? Increases my crit, right? No, it redirects.
Not ready yet.
Which is just as good. I turned the in-game volume up. I'm hoping there's a pretty good mix of
Close now.
my audio and the game's audio.
So close.
Get out of that. in. Excellent. Get over here.
I need fury.
Alright, here it comes.
Not enough fury.
Hate these guys. Ah, Molten.
Still recharging.
Get out of that, get out of that. Oh, right on the fringe, wasn't I? Oh shoot, come
I
on.
wish I could
Get
do
out of
that.
it. Thank you. Come on. There we go, there we go. And this is why I haven't turned up the difficulty.
I need fury.
If I would have gotten stuck like that with a higher damage, yeah. That would have been bad.
Volcathos guides my hand. More fury.
Well, look at all these worms! Cormac just like charged into her when I tried to chain her. That was that was probably pretty violent. Getting knocked away by being pulled in at the same time. So Steam sale this I want to say this year, but I don't know if there was a sale of this equivalence last year. So I got a Steam sale going on. I'm looking forward to some of the titles I picked up already. I picked up I picked up 2 games so far. I picked up 2 new the Castlevania games. I haven't played them yet. So I got Lords of Shadow 2 because it was on a daily sale for like 80-90% off, something like that. And Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate HD, which was the handheld version ported over to PC with HD graphics. I don't have Lords of Shadow 1 yet, and I'm waiting for it to go kind of on a flash sale. or a daily sale, or whatever they're called this time around. Because oh man, the Steam sale this time around is weird. With the new recommended system, it's just like all over the place. It's really hard to find all the good deals too, because they don't all show up on the main page like they should. And then I had to go through like 230 pages of deals just to see what was on sale. And I just happened upon the Castlevania games. So I'm waiting for the first one to go on sale. If it doesn't by December 1st, I'll buy it. Because it's already on a pretty good discount right now. It's like $7.50. But I bought Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 for $7.50. So I'd rather buy the first one for cheaper if I could. I got Mirror of Fate HD for like $3.50. That was pretty good. Both are still on sale right now for the duration of the sale, but they were cheaper. But that's good because once I'm done with Guacamelee for the channel, I could probably move on to Castlevania. I'm looking into picking up Strider, but I want that to go on a flash sale too. There's been some pretty good deals. It's just a shame I already own most of the stuff that's on sale, even if I haven't played it all yet. Like Dragon Age.
I need fury.
Alright. Oh dear. Oh, treasure goblin! Come here, little gobbly! Do not run away from me! I will see you dead! Oh, a polearm. I always said I wielded a two-hander, if you catch my drift. Ah, ah. That's right, I went there. A dirty Deckard.
Fury. Need more time.
Oh dear. Getting plenty of revenge procs, that's nice. Man, I remember when revenge was really... I remember having to use the rune that made it proc more often. And now they've just made that a base. I like that. Oh dear, come on. These things are so annoying without being elites. Okay, let's kill the Wrath of the Doomed first. He needs to go. And then we'll focus on these goat men. I hate these. That shield! So annoying! Come back here and suffer your fate! Get over here! Come here!
More fury.
Damn straight. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, Polam. Ooh, the Pledge of Chaldeum. It is a damage increase as well as toughness increase. Massive toughness increase. It is a loss of some major attack speed though. 0.95. Usually 1.0 is about as slow as I like to go, but... Strength Vital reduces cooldown. Level requirement reduced by 7. Which is no big deal. Because I'm at level anyway. But all around it's a damage increase, even without a socket. Like if I were to take the socket out, it would be a 23% increased damage. So that's a major boost from the one I already have. So I guess we'll be using this. The Pledge of Chaldeum. Let's take a look at that. That's a sexy staff, if I do say so myself. That is fantastic. You, hero. have a two-hander. I would not mind wielding, placing it into my hands. Allow me to observe the splendor of the shaft and the masterwork of the headpiece. Oh yeah. Swing. Oh yeah, very nice. I think I'll like this bad boy.
You're so close now. I can almost feel your breath on my skin. The anticipation is exquisite.
Uh-oh, get out of that.
Not ready yet.
Oh, it was revenge that gave me increased critical hit chance. Okay. That's why I thought my overpower did it.
Still recharging.
Excuse me. I don't want to deal with your blue balls. I don't care if they're made of ice. Oh dear.
Wanted to fight some of these.
Need more time.
These ancient demons of hell. Providing a challenge of dodging all sorts of balls. I believe an ancient man once said, a wise man, that his balls were always bouncing. I believe it was to the left and to the right.
I need fury. Still recharging.
Slice. Oh, yes. It may not be a heroic staff, but I do like the feel of this weapon, yes. It's fantastic indeed. Ah. Alright, I think I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Oh, we're still heading towards the right way, okay. It's just over this way.
Not enough fury.
Getting close to the end. It is the heart of the curse. I believe what? We've got one more standard level and then Asmodan? If I'm not mistaken. Behold, the heart of the cursed, where Asmodan keeps his bleeding telltale heart
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
I've
The significance of this heart as it relates to hell is, well, dubious at best. And I believe he just keeps it around because he likes the sound of it.
You can do better than that.
Asmodan likes the sound of many things, one of which is the sound of his own voice, as he tells people how much superior he is to them without actually doing anything important. This would be how he became
Take great pleasure in
the
your
most feared general of hell. But I think I can't think of any other accomplishments he's done. Really, I mean,
You will not make me bow to the likes of you.
he must tell a mean story at the taverns. It's probably what it is. Oh, you son of a bitch! She's a daughter of a bitch, I guess. I don't know. Just die, that's all I care about. Give me some of that ancient loot.
More fury.
Asmodan will not escape us.
Yep, here we are. Core of area, so it should just be one more.
Depths of the crater.
And yeah, I'm definitely getting a build before Asmodan. That is no ifs, ands, or buts on the. Hello, lag.
Not ready yet.
You bitch! Come here! Hey there.
The mighty adversary is before us.
Oh dear. Okay. Arcane beams!
Need more time.
Kind of redirecting back some of that damage. Trying to keep myself alive through overpower,
They should have
as well
run
as
when they
revenge.
had the chance.
Seems to have worked.
Not ready yet.
Oh, here we go. More enemies.
I need fury.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I saw that
I
one
need to
coming.
go back.
Or Hadrig! Nope, nope. Noopity nope, nope, nope. Let's get past all the blues. And of course the whites. Anything good? No, not really. A 173 one-hander, which looks like it beats out the one-hander I already have. But again, probably not better than my two-hander. But let's just take a look. 8% increase, 12% toughness decrease. I'm not sure I want to lose that much for the one-handed set that I have. That's a slight increase for minor toughness decrease, actually. It's got strength, vitality, Let's go ahead and grab that. Can I give this to Cormac? It's got 193 strength. Is it better than Fulminator? 171 weapon damage is lightning. For him, maybe. Goes from 2.6 to 4.2, so he gains like 1,000 damage. Or not 1,000, like 2,000. Yeah, that's definitely better. Bye, Fulminator. It was nice knowing you. Hola, Don Juan. Hola. ¿Qué tal? Muy bien. Ooh, better shoulders, but I lose the reduced damage, so probably not. Ooh, hello. Strength vital. Critical hit chance. Damage and toughness increase. I will take that. I need a better, what's its name? Amethyst in it. Wow, 114 damage increase. Yikes. Alright, I am so close to level. Maybe I should just roll for my follower now, so that I don't have to come back here to do it. Let's just see what I get. We are going to get... looks like the scoundrel this time. 1, 2, 2, 1.
Let us seek our fortunes together.
1, 2,
That's
2,
just the
1.
thing.
Alright, it's got his crippling shot, that's good. Vanishes to heal, multi-shot, and whenever we land a critical hit, we both do it. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm going into a scoundrel without anything to really give him. Alright, let's see. I can remove those gems, remove those gems. How am I doing on rubies when I do that? For 4 of those are 26. 30, 26, 30. So the square is the better one. But I've got 4 of these, so I can go ahead and put those into my armor. I guess I'll go put that in the amulet and put these in the armor then. It's the strongest ruby I've got. How about, what do we got going on with amethyst? Cool, I can make 2 square, which I think will allow me to make a flawless square. Yeah, at least 1. Cool. So I can make, I can put this flawless square in my helm, 12% life. Takes me from 39,000 to 44,000, not bad. Cool, cool. Alright, let's go get a level so we can quickly change our build.
Not enough fury.
So close, and yet so far. We're right here too, but there's always a big burst of enemies right before the end. Case in point. Okay, maybe that's not a big burst.
One day you'll be as good as me.
stand before me.
Wow, just in time for Asmodan, really. That's pretty cool. So, Mr. Don Juan, how have you been? What have you been up to? It's good to see you. Alright. 48 sees us with a couple new runes.
Let's see. We've killed the Lord of Gluttony and Maiden of Lust. But aren't there a few more saints left? We should try not to run into them.
Alright, new build. Revenge, Cleave, Seismic Slam. Well, keeping some things, I guess. Revenge, Cleave. Changing this to Seismic, though. Warcry, Call the Ancients and Ignore Pain. So, Warcry, Call the Ancients, and Ignore Pain. That's actually a pretty decent build setup. It's not bad. I mean, it works, right? You've got your generator, you've got your spender, a shout for buffing. I've got a defensive ability, a cooldown, and a healing ability. And I mean, that's probably one of the best well-rounded builds I've gotten in a while. Oh, I've been doing decent. Been rather busy with the new job. Thank you. Trying to get back in the swing of things with making videos. I've got a Heroes of the Storm video that'll be coming out probably tomorrow, as I finished editing it today. So starting to do that again. I've been way too long since I've done a Heroes of the Storm video. Unfortunately, video releases are happening about once a week at this point because half of my week is taken up by my job. It's not like I get a little bit of time each day, but I kind of like it because I get more free time per day now. So there is that. Alright, let's go ahead and look at my passives. Weapons Master, Berserker Rage, and Pound of Flesh. Okay, and I'm using a polearm, so I gain attack speed. That helps. Berserker Rage, so more damage at maximum fury, and then Pound of Flesh for health globes. That'll work. The additional attack speed is really nice. The Berserker Rage, we'll have to see. Get it up to full, then I think Call of the Ancients would still be helpful because they'll be doing more damage with me having more rage. That, and I can save to use Seismic Slam when I'm at full to get the benefit of that. That will probably work. Alright, so we gotta look at runes now. 4. So, Grudge, Revenge. Knock back enemies 24 yards when using Revenge, so Revenge has a knockback now. Broad Sweep. Oh wow, increase the damage, so that is nice. That's helpful with Berserker Rage, actually, because now it does 235 weapon damage with each individual swing. As opposed to the 200. So it'll hit harder. Very nice. Strength from Earth. 1% of your maximum life for every enemy hit. That's pretty nice for a hardcore character. Give me some healing. Can't argue with that. Alright, I've only got 3 War Cries. And it looks like I'm getting Fury Generation. So that kind of works, honestly, again with the Berserker Rage build. Alright, 3 on that. I'm getting Duty to the Clan. Enemies are chilled and have a increased chance to be critically hit. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, now that I'm using the Scoundrel, that's even better, right? Because it'll give them increased chance to be critically hit, which means I'll go into hysterics more often, thanks to Linden. This build is actually kind of working with itself. 4. Ironhide, increased duration. Okay, that works. This is obviously going into my defensive slot, my secondary, primary. Revenge there, I think, and then Shout there. Okay. So, give me armor. Grudge. Okay. I think this will work out, actually. Turn off the monitor capture. Here we go. Take a look at myself before I go in there. Not bad. Got Oglet set on. Got my spear. Alright, so I will probably wait until my fury is maximized before I summon the Call of the Ancients.
Nephilim.
Oh, no you don't. Get that away from me. Alright, let's do it. Summon! Oh dear. I let that hit me.
Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feed enough. The dark power of the
Yeah, let it hit me.
arrogant Nephilim, enough.
More fury.
Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh.
Not where you're going, they won't. I could have been more cautious, but it looked like I wasn't taking a lot of damage, so it wasn't a big deal.
I need to go back.
An incredible.
Where are eight?
They are all in the arm.
Yes, on to Act 4. So before I move on, let's just clear out the inventory. Oh, geez, the shield gloves. Okay. That's pretty cool. That'll help. Again, hardcore, right? Anything defensive is good. And rolled too bad. Damage and toughness increase, as well as some healing. So I'm mostly kitted out at this point. I'm missing a legendary ring, pants and boots, and helm. But mostly. Anything good? No. Not necessarily. Nope. Yes, I think I'll wear a voodoo mask. I think that'll be fantastic. Bull Kathos, guide my frog.
Adria, when did you decide to betray us?
Adria betrayed us? Oh no! I didn't see that one coming.
This can't be the end, can it?
Imperious.
Oh look, if it isn't the biggest dick in all of heaven.
The Dunlop, but you
Iskatu!
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will
Come
be
and
the
get it.
last thing you see. Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim.
still recharging.
Come on, Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim. You heard her, him, it, whatever it is.
Corpses, the shades will devour your soul.
Hello. Getting bored here. I'm sitting here, getting stiff. A little bit of Deckard mixed with Lo Wang, I guess. That works. Swing! Come here. Group up, group up, group up. Slam! Let the boys be boys!
Ragnar, you.
Hello, Bolorama. Do you have 16-pound balls?
Careful. I wager there are more enemies waiting for us.
My fury's not quite going up as much as I expected it to. So I'm really not getting the benefit of Berserker Rage that I thought I might get. But hey, that's okay. We're still swinging and cleaving through things and kicking hell's ass. Does it work? Hit pretty hard.
Do that again. Let your spirit be free from this torment, angel.
And the heavens shall tremble.
Can't believe Leah is gone. I keep thinking of her laugh, her smile. I'll never see her again.
A serious moment from Lyndon? What the hell happened? I think about 30,000 hits. 30,000 crit. 89,000 on seismic with full. It does take my full into account, right? 87. Without it, it's like 70. Okay, yeah. So the initial hit of seismic does count that I had full rage when I used it. That's good. Just summon them already, please. Have them be gone.
The chain.
I must say, I've never met a woman quite like her.
Oh, right. Portal. Way over here. Thank you.
Corruption, eh? That shouldn't be hard to find around here.
Look upon these gardens.
Ah, the sweet smell of sulfur and ash. The gateway should be nearby.
I'll taste your fear. Not ready yet.
Just cleaving my way through a whole bunch of little demons. Look at them. Look at them scatter into the wind.
I will not be denied.
Oh, hello. What in the world? Oh, was I getting feared? think I was. Yeah, they're nightmarish. Okay. Alright. That's it. Will you die already? Thank you. I was wondering why I was just standing there for a few moments, not doing anything. Ow. Oh, jeez. Alright, is this gonna hurt as much as I think it will? Oh, jeez. Okay. One, I'm probably not too worried about. I don't know about 5 of them coming down on my head all at once. Okay, yeah, I can handle this. Although it knocks me back, which is kind of annoying. Stop it!
Well done.
That is not the only hell rift. The flow of my legions will not stop.
I see Diablo has gone to the Asmodan school of how to lead an army. Is that or Asmodan learned from Diablo? I don't know on that one, but yeah, let's just tell the one thing that can destroy you that your plan is not stopped by that one little action that they took, so that they know to go looking for another one. That's really great. Just tell your nemesis your weakness. Just do that. That's cool. I mean, how could that ever make your plan fail? Ever.
The Angelus Council is comprised of the 5 archangels who hold dominion over the high heavens. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a pure aspect of creation. Valor. Justice.
I gotta say, I'm really liking Sweep's new kind of 180-degree arc. When I was playing, the last time I played my Barbarian really heavily was, they hadn't made that change yet. So having Cleave actually hit so much in front of me is really nice.
You cannot stand before me.
Show off those fancy attacks you like so much.
O Kathos, guide my hand.
A hard fight.
I know they've made this act a little bit easier and a little bit more tolerable by nerfing some of the more annoying monsters, but man, I'm still gonna be glad to get out of this act.
I will not be denied. I will not be denied.
Dead end. Hey Dawn, since you've been responsive, I might have to ask you how the audio sounds. I turned the in-game volume up, so I don't know if it's overpowering anything that I've said or anything like that. So, you know, if you notice it, do let me know. kind of hard to gauge on my end. Dead end. I thought they removed that shield. Maybe they only made them easier in rifts. Hmm.
I draw closer to victory.
Ah, the sweet smell of sulfur and ash. The gateway should be nearby.
Of course, I think Dawn went missing when I asked him. Oh well. Hopefully everything's good. Oh, that's right. That's on PTR. I forgot that was more recent. That's right. Thank you for the reminder. Also, Karik, I was asking Dawn, I don't know if you might have heard it, if the in-game sounds are a little too loud, please do let me know. I did turn them up because I kind of wanted them to be a little more prominent than they have been. I noticed on the YouTube recordings that they were a little soft. So I brought the in-game volume up, and hopefully not too much as to make it impossible to hear me. So do let me know. Man, yeah, I forgot that was on PTR. I'm looking... Once again, a change on PTR I wish was on live.
You wilt against my blow. Need more time. Still recharging.
You think to destroy the rift?
I try to wonder if no one's saying anything because everything is fine, or because they actually can't hear me because the game sounds are too loud. That's the worst part. I don't know. Oh well. The game sounds are still a bit low? Wow. Okay. Because I did turn them up in here. Maybe I can turn it up in OBS. I don't know if I want to bring it up too much more than... Let's bring that up a bit. And let's see. Alright, I made a couple adjustments. Let me know if those adjustments are good or not. I'll spam some abilities here in a moment. Alright. Let's gather some enemies. Alright, so this is a test of the emergency Nephilim system. This is only a test to verify audio recording capabilities. Also to make sure that demon scum die in an orderly fashion. Thank you. This was only a test. There we go. Had a few sound effects going, a few things getting crushed. That should be sufficient. I thank you, gents, for helping, as always. Oh dear. I have leveled.
Dare you breach the sanctity of heaven? I need to go back.
Well, we're going back to the Templar. 1, 2, 2, 1.
Let us seek honor together, my friend. Well chosen.
Bit more damage on this build for him. Alright. I like that. Yes, if this were an actual emergency, you would be dead from demon fire. Oh, I should have given that to Lyndon. Oh well. No. 157. No. Ooh, a 221 hand. Hello. Has no strength on it though. Let's see if it is any better though. Yeah, 17% chance increase, or 17% damage increase, yes. What does the two-hander compare to at this point? Like, if I can make a good shield, it's 82. If I can get a good shield, maybe that would still be decent. 46, 66, 81, 88. 88 still the best, huh? Let's do it with the... Well, that's a two-hander, that's right, that's a one-hander. So 81 is still the best. Let's see if it'll let me make a shield. Can I make a shield? No. Okay, fine. Be that way. What about other armor? We're good here, about good there. Good. Oh, I forgot I had Uglet's Peak. I did not craft that, but that's okay. I don't think I need it. I think I'm good. No, nothing really there, so... Shucks. Time to make a build. So we hit 49, so we're still one level away from any new abilities. So just time to randomize. Whirlwind, Hammer the Ancients, and Bash. Leap, Rend, and Wrath of the Berserker. Well, I got 2 spenders. 3, actually, if you count Rend. Although, thankfully... Can a D3 player play with a Reaper of Souls player? I do believe that is possible. Man, it's been a while since I've thought about that. I do believe that's completely possible. You don't get access to the new content. So what that means is if you're going to play with each other, you can only play in scenario mode. So you can't play in adventure mode. I am pretty sure that is entirely possible. Just you can't get the D3 regular vanilla player can't get into Act 5 and of course everything associated with adventure mode. Kark doesn't think so, but I don't have a way of really testing that. I don't really know anybody without it. You're just starting out with Yo Barbarian. Do I have any tips? Well, when it comes to survivability, I'm probably not your best man. I have died many a time on my Barbarian. What can I tell you? Being a melee character, now, if you're going softcore, you don't have to worry about survivability near as much, but it's still nice not to die. Being a melee character, you really don't want to neglect your toughness stats.
When virtue tarries,
Getting your damage up is great, but being melee, you want to make sure you focus a little bit on your defense as well. The ones that focus mostly on damage are going to be the range characters. You know, your wizards, witch doctors, demon hunters, and things like that. Because they're more concerned about keeping at distance and killing things faster. As a barbarian, you're concerned with getting up in the middle of things. For me, a lot of what I notice is I can make up a lack of toughness a little bit with certain skills. So finding the skills that you like that are going to help you defensively is going to be really helpful. So you usually want to have a good mix of things. Keeping to, especially if you're new, one of the things you might want to go ahead and do is not use elective mode at first. Elective mode allows you to kind of change up your bars any way you want. I can have a bar full of secondary skills if I want, or primary skills, but if you're kind of new to the whole thing, one of the things, I don't know if you're like new in general to just to barbarians or new to the game in general. If you're new in general, like just new to the game, I would probably go ahead and stick to what they normally have you do, which is have one of each category. So you've got your primary, your secondary, your defensive, your might, your tactics, and of course your rage. So having one of each will fill up your bar completely. And that's usually, you're going to get a pretty well-rounded build if you stick to that. You really can't go wrong that way because you're always going to have something to generate your rage, you're always going to have something to spend it, you're always going to have a defensive ability. But as you get more comfortable with it, you can break that mold. As you generally don't need as many kind of defensive things as they might give you. I recommend probably having, you don't have to, but it would seem wise to have a shout at any given time. Threatening Shout or Warcry. If you need defense, Warcry is your best friend because that gives you armor. Threatening Shout helps you debuff the enemies. But Warcry seems a little more, it requires less upkeep. Having one spender is great, or sorry, one rage ability, because these are your major cooldown abilities. Things that take, like here, this takes a minute, this takes 2 minutes. And what is this one? That's 2 minutes as well. These are great because they're massive bursts of damage that can help you get out of trouble. They'll help you kill big groups of enemies that come your way, or help you kill elites. But you can also survive sometimes using your damage ability. For example, a long time ago, before they changed things, I was keeping myself alive through Rend with Bloodlust, which gives me 0.5% of my maximum life per second. So finding little things like that that can keep you alive but still do damage might be, it can be a great way. It gives you a nice mix of being able to do some damage while having some survivability. If your toughness is not all the way up, you can still make do by having some of these abilities that's going to give you some of that. I can tell you that if you can find it, it's not easy to find, but getting life per fury spent is a great stat for barbarians because you typically get a lot of life per fury spent. The reason why it's hard to find is because it's typically only on barbarian only gear, which means mighty weapons, mighty belts, a few select special items. Like I don't think I really have any of it on me right now. Again, it's kind of tough to get, but if you can, it'll give you a lot of healing. Otherwise, let me look at defensive. Things like ignore pain with, which one is it? Here we go. Ignorance is bliss. While it's active, gain 486 life per fury spent. I mean, that's quite a bit. If I spend 100 fury, that's 4,000 life in a quick pinch. Is it 100? 400? No, 10 is 40,000, sorry, 40,000 life, which is practically my entire globe. I find that the game overvalues vitality. Even though, if you look at a piece of gear and it says it's got a lot of vitality on it, but you found a new piece of gear that's got resist all on it, then you probably want to go to the resist all side. And the reason I say this is because vitality increases your hit points. That's a great defensive stat. But one thing the game underestimates in its own mathematics is that having a lower health pool but higher defense is sometimes more valuable than having a high health pool. So what I mean is, if I have 100,000 health, I can only take so much damage, right? That damage is going to come in. I'm going to take that damage and then I'm going to die. But let's say I have half of that, but I've got like double the defenses. Even though my health is down by half, I'm taking maybe half the damage. The difference between the two, they've got roughly the same, just there in a vacuum, they've got roughly the same survivability. But if you add healing into the mix, the character with higher health is going to have a little bit of a more problem with healing, because most of the healing numbers aren't, well, they're going to be increasing it soon, thankfully. They are increasing healing numbers in the next patch. But healing on a high health pool is going to look like a smaller increase. When you have a smaller health pool and you have more defenses, that healing is more important, because if I gain 1,000 health on a 100,000 hit point pool, it's barely a dent in it. But compared to a 50,000, it's a lot more important. And so if I'm taking less damage on a lower health pool but still have a decent amount of healing, you survive a bit more. It's a concept that I'm not sure if I'm really giving it a grand explanation, but honestly, a lot of it is getting your survivability up and getting your healing up a bit more compared to having a high health pool. Having a high health pool is important, but always make sure that you're getting your toughness up there. Resist all is a very valuable stat. Is very comparable to vitality. So I would say if you could get a high amount of vitality or a high amount of resist all compared to vitality, even if it looks like it's a small decrease, you might want it. Keep in mind too, when you're looking at your stats, like you can see here, I don't have a lot of resistances because at this point there's not a lot of resist all dropping because I'm low level. The resist all thing will happen more towards the higher end of gameplay. So in the beginning you're probably going to find yourself with a lot of vitality, which is fine. But as you move on, try and get a mix. You're going to want to have decent defenses here, because strength will give you defense, armor will give you defense, but they'll only get you so far. If you go to your armor, you can see that here I've got like a 61% damage decrease. But because my resistances here are so low, I'm not really adding to it. Eventually, you're going to get to a point where your armor is going to reduce less and less damage taken in. It's not really diminishing returns, it's just that because it's a percentage-based decrease, you can never get to 100%, so it looks like it's diminishing returns. But the way to increase it is, if you have low resistances, you bring that up first. Because all of this is multiplicative damage reduction. It's the best way I can really put it, is basically once you've got a high amount of armor, more armor isn't going to help you, more resistances will. And then what you want to do is make sure both of those numbers kind of get up there. Because if one number's low and the other number's high, you're kind of hurting yourself a little bit there. When you kind of mix them and bring them both up, you'll notice your survivability starts to jump up a bit. I think those are the best things I could really tell you. Again, I'm not really the best at that because I'm terrible at keeping myself alive. And I've been playing more ranged characters lately. I hope that was an adequate kind of discussion for you or a description for you there. Again, I didn't know what your level of expertise with the game is. So I may have kind of just given you stuff you may have already known. I don't know. So yeah. That's, I haven't done my passes yet, have I? No, I haven't. Let's do my passes. Weapons Master, Relentless Pound of Flesh. Well, I lose Berserker Rage at least. Oh, and Colbin, you were asking about the console version. You're a PS3 player, you want to trade... I see. Unfortunately, you know, that question about can the players play together, I know on the PC, I think they can. Again, there's Karg said he didn't believe you could. On the console, I definitely don't know. I don't know if the Ultimate Evil Edition is counted as a separate entity. That's really rough. They may not. Alright, let's go ahead and get my runes. We've got 4 runes here. Number 2. Alright, Hurricane. Pull enemies towards you. Excellent. Hammer of the Ancients. Smash. Smash for 640 weapon damages. Fire. Damn, really? That's gonna hit hard. Bash. Frostbite. Each hit freezes the enemy for 1.5 seconds. Well, that'll be helpful. Especially since I attack slow. Call of Ariat. Shockwaves burst forth from the ground, increasing the radius effect to 16 yards. And pulling the enemies towards it. So I've got 2 ways of pulling the enemies into me now. Rend. 4. Number 1. Alright, Ravage. Increase the range of Rend to hit all enemies and turns it into fire. Okay, so that hits more enemies. That's good. Ariat's Wail. Activating Wrath of the Berserker deals a bunch of damage to fire to anything nearby. That's cool. Alright. Well, it's not the best, but it's not terrible. Alright, so Whirlwind, Rend. So thankfully, you know, I've got 3 spenders here, and that kind of sucks, but thankfully Rend, I don't usually worry about that because Rend is additional damage.